This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. Georgia's Prime Minister Irakli Kobakhidze declared in Baku today that Tbilisi is eager to take on a more active role in facilitating negotiations between Armenia and Azerbaijan. "We are proud of the friendly relations between Azerbaijan and Georgia. If necessary, we are ready to take on a more active role in advancing negotiations between Azerbaijan and Armenia," Kobakhidze said during his meeting with journalists in Baku. This follows Kobakhidze's statement in late September, where he expressed Georgia's readiness to provide a regional cooperation format that would help restore trust between Yerevan and Baku. In other news, Azerbaijan's presidential aide Hikmet Hajiyev said today that the normalization talks between Armenia and Azerbaijan will continue after the COP29 climate change summit held in Baku ends next week. Also today, Azerbaijan's Foreign Minister Ceyhun Bayramov claimed that whether the two countries will sign the long-awaited deal by the end of this year depends entirely on the efforts of the Armenian side. This contradicts the fact that Baku has repeatedly set numerous demands towards Yerevan, seen as preconditions to signing the treaty, notably the need for amendments to Armenia's constitution. Such demands were most recently voiced during today's meeting between Azerbaijan's President Ilham Aliyev and Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of the UK. Georgia has previously demonstrated its mediating capabilities in the Armenia-Azerbaijan conflict, notably in the summer of 2021, when then Prime Minister Irakli Kobakhidze participated in the release of 15 Armenian prisoners held in Azerbaijan. The Georgian Dream Party, which has controlled Georgia's parliament since 2012 and was founded by billionaire Bidzina Ivanishvili, who made his fortune in Russia, has been adopting an increasingly pro-Russian policy recently, despite Russia's ongoing occupation of Georgia's breakaway regions, namely Abkhazia and South Ossetia. The International Court of Justice rejected Azerbaijan's preliminary objections in Armenia's case against it, while simultaneously upholding Armenia's objections, effectively allowing Armenia to proceed with its claims regarding the killing, torture and inhumane treatment of ethnic Armenians, while dismissing Azerbaijan's claims about alleged violations during and after the First Karabakh War. Azerbaijan's claims against Armenia concerning alleged violations before September 15, 1996, during and immediately after the First Nagorno-Karabakh War, as well as alleged environmental damages, were rejected entirely. Armenia's Office of the Representative on International Legal Matters reported. The Hague-based court ruled that Armenia's claims regarding Azerbaijan's ill treatment of ethnic Armenians fall within the scope of the Convention on Eliminating All Forms of Racial Discrimination, while also noting that Azerbaijan's claims about landmines would be addressed later in the trial. Senior diplomats from Armenia and Hungary met in Budapest on Monday for their first bilateral talks since restoring diplomatic relations almost 2 years back, with Deputy Foreign Minister Baru Hovhannisyan representing Armenia and State Secretary Peter Staray representing Hungary's Foreign Ministry. The two sides spoke about further developments of the bilateral agenda and discussed regional issues, pledging to expand cooperation in trade, education, tourism and other spheres. The restoration of diplomatic relations comes after a decade-long break that began in 2012, when Hungary extradited Ramil Safarov, an Azerbaijani serviceman who was serving a life sentence for murdering Armenian Lieutenant Gurgen Margaryan in Budapest, as the two attended a NATO-sponsored English-language course. Following the extradition, Safarov was pardoned upon his return to Baku, despite Azerbaijan's assurances that he would continue serving his life term in prison. Armenia and Hungary agreed to restore full diplomatic relations in December 2022, subsequently appointing non-resident ambassadors, and have recently agreed to open embassies. Armenia's Defense Minister Suren Papikyan announced at a parliamentary budget hearing today that Armenia will not use force to reclaim its internationally recognized territory occupied by Azerbaijan, while also revealing plans for significant army reforms aimed at transitioning to what he described as a hybrid military system by 2027. The delimitation talks provide an opportunity to resolve this issue through peaceful, negotiated means, Papikyan said in Parliament. Edward Austrian, the chief of Armenia Armenia's General Staff issued an identical statement 2 weeks ago, saying that Armenia expects Azerbaijani troops to withdraw from the roughly 200 square kilometers of land along the border between the countries following the border delimitation negotiations. Papikyan also mentioned the newly approved military transformation concept that envisions a gradual reduction in mandatory service terms while increasing the number of seasoned service members, though he stressed that compulsory military service will be preserved in Armenia as part of the planned hybrid system. You can also read our special report exploring how Armenia's first ever arrest for animal cruelty has ignited a broader public debate about pet protection laws and animal rights in the country, highlighting both the precedent-setting case and the growing calls for more comprehensive legislation aimed at preventing animal cruelty. You can read the full article on our website at CivilNet.am or by following the link in the video description below. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.